Hey, what is up there, guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of The Evolve. How you guys doing on today? You know what? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. We need to get right into it on today because today we're talking about a good friend, The Game. Now, The Game, as you guys know, he has been going in on Eminem, and recently he has stated something else, and that's what we're going to be talking about. He compared Eminem to McDonald's, and he said a little bit more on just what he's going to do to Eminem. As you guys know, Whack 100, if you watch my previous video, Whack 100 in a Clubhouse interview, Whack 100 did reveal that The Game will be putting something out on Eminem on this album, and these are the words of Whack 100. Eminem will have to respond to that. So apparently The Game has something really big, something really different, something that everybody else that have dissed Eminem, this is gonna be different, something new that we haven't heard before, and he's gonna come at him with bars, and like Whack 100 said, Eminem will have to respond. Well, I guess there's something to see. You know, everybody have already seen the clip that is being circulated around with what he said years and years ago with Eminem, don't mess with him, don't mess with him. But you know, The Game, he have responded to that, and many of his fans, he's like, I'm a change man. You know, that was way back then. And you know, that is, to be honest and to be fair, that is a fair point. You know, people do change and people do get more confidence or ego. But you know, something that may have been long ago, but I did find this that was just a few months ago. Well, it was just last year. We're in 22. This is in 21. He did tweet this out. He did say that, hey, Eminem right up there with Jay-Z on his all-time top 5. I think he put Eminem right here at number 4. This was just last year. But that's besides the point. Today, we need to talk about what The Game said in our comment of the day. I think this is kind of like a new series that I started. Let's take a look. So this is what The Game said. He said, all this talk I see on the net saying Eminem is better than me because he sold more records is like saying McDonald's is better than Tam's Burgers. It's false. They just put more money in McDonald's promotion. They just put more money in McDonald's and promote the out of the Happy Meal, dangling toys in kids' faces. Now, there's a few things wrong with this, but I want to first start off what is right about this. Yes, McDonald's, they promote those Happy Meals, and they, if you want to say dangle toys, not so much now, that's not the key, but dangle toys in the kid's face. I will say that, but let's go through what you said here. The Game said that all this talk I see on the net saying Eminem is better than me because he sold more. You see right there, that right there, you're perpetuating a falsehood. You're creating this straw man. No one is saying that. See, you creating an argument that you know that can be beat, that you can beat down on. But that's not the argument here. No one is saying Eminem is better because he sold more. See, that would be easy because anyone that's hip hop know that just because you make sales don't make you better, and you know that too. That's why you presented this as an argument. But people are not saying that Eminem is better than you because he sold more. That's an easy argument, but you know that. You see, McDonald's is not better than Tam's Burgers. Now, some people may not know. See, Tam's Burger, it has about 10 locations. It has 10 locations, or maybe 12. Anyway, they have one big one there in Compton. Actually, if you guys are not familiar, actually Dr. Dre, in his set, if you look right here, he was promoting it at the Super Bowl halftime show. Most people didn't catch that, but 10 burgers, they may be better burgers than McDonald's. They may have McDonald's in that. That may very well be the case, but the thing is that when you're talking about an overall better of someone, or whether it's a player or anything, you don't just go by that one segment. You don't just go by that one attribute. It's not one attribute that make a player or rapper or something better than the next. It is an overall in a majority, it is an overall in a majority of attributes. McDonald's have an interesting story. They started off and just a food stand, two McDonald brothers, and they had hot dogs and milkshakes and burgers in this food stand. Now, their burgers was selling the most at their food stand and doing so well that they decided to open up a burger joint. Now, this burger joint was selling so much and did so well that another guy came in and decided to franchise it out. See, the thing is with McDonald's, they revolutionized, almost messed up that word. They revolutionized, and they were the makers. They were the ones that really pushed and were the groundbreakers of fast food. Not only are they the biggest and they're the largest fast food chain in the world, but like I said, they revolutionized it. I don't know why I keep having a hard time saying that word. And what I said was, they did the things. They were not McDonald's just because their burger, just because they sold more. See, you're looking at the now and not understanding the then. They got to where they're at because of their attributes, all these things. McDonald's, they wanted to get more customers, get more people in and out, and so they did things like they used to have these cone cups so that you were forced to drink and eat at the same time to quickly get people out. They used to have these, and and most restaurants still do, they arch their seats so that you're sitting over your food to encourage you to eat faster and get out so we can get more in. They did things like turn the heat down and make it cold so that you would eat and quickly want to get out because it's cold. See, like I said, they changed the game, so to speak, similar to what Eminem did. So I guess what I'm saying is that this is not a bad comparison, but just not the way you think. Eminem, whether you want to believe it or not, or whether you submit to the ideal, but Eminem, he had changed a part of hip hop, whether it's through numbers inside of hip hop or cadence or flow or whatever. But all these things, they play a role into why Eminem is better. You see McDonald's and Eminem ain't Eminem because of his sales. His sales are there because of Eminem, because he's Eminem. His attributes is what makes him. And at the end of the day, Tim's Burgers, they may be great locally. McDonald's have managed to go worldwide, every premise, every part of the world. McDonald's everywhere. Like Eminem has managed to do that because of certain attributes. Because of all these things, not just because of the burgers. If you think just a burger will take you that far, but it takes many different attributes to be the best and not just one thing. Game, you may be saying that, hey, I have better burgers. Overall, we have to look at the overall. overall, are you better? Do the numbers show it in the categories? If we match every category of Eminem versus you, would you have more points than yours? I mean, let's think about it. We have Eminem versus The Game. Eminem has better lyrics, flow, content, sales, storytelling, contribution to hip hop, impact, influence, his delivery, hit singles, creativity, franchises or fans, technique, business. Man, I mean, that's a lot of attributes and a lot of categories that Eminem beat you in. But I guess the one category that you're better at him in is Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next video.